Every high and crushing low taught me something invaluable: resilience. I began documenting my journey, recording every lesson and every step towards rebuilding my success and my mental, even if no one else was watching. I didn't know where this path would lead, but I had Frank, Rosario, and the memories of everything I built and lost, fueling my determination. What you're about to see is my journey, the highs, the lows, and every moment in between, captured during a time when I was all alone, but never defeated. I'm going to get back to being a millionaire. No matter what, I will make it.
Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to go over today. It's September 1st. So if we look here really quick on today's schedule. It is Sunday, September 1st, 10:58 in the morning. And if I open this guy up, Bitcoin is currently falling. It is at 58,000 roughly, about to go to 57 again. And Ethereum's at 27 or 2470. So market's not looking that great, but I kind of predicted it. So everyone says there's a September crash usually, so I'm expecting that. No, yeah, it's finally coming through, bro. I got 7 more days here, and it's over. It's over, bro. It's the business relationship is at least terminated, which is amazing. And a lot of people are gonna probably be like, "Wait, what do you mean?" If you watch the other episodes or whatnot, you know that I am done. I call quits on basically helping Frank with the business. I'm gonna finish with the taxes and finish with his bankruptcy, and then clean slate for him, hopefully. But again, he doesn't listen to a lot of stuff I say, so I don't know. But yeah, essentially that's the gist of it. That essentially I finally get to just do me for the most part, and I get to actually like live my life instead of living my life through somebody else or having them live their life through me. So sometimes you have to realize when that's happening, by the way. It's not super obvious all the time when that is happening, but when it is happening, you catch it before I did. 4 years, I probably could have done a lot more stuff, after my big fall in 2021, and just kind of realized, hey, I just need to do something, but I never really wanted to get back up on that horse. I don't know. My biggest probably regret is just not doing this sooner. I just feel so much happier now. Now, to also kind of talk more about what's going on now, is I already packed up pretty much all my stuff. Today I scheduled myself to kind of like pack at least 75 to 80% of everything, because I have to get everything done by next weekend. I'm off on Thursday, Friday, and I'm off on Sunday. The reason why I'm off on Thursday is because I'm doing another bone marrow donation, and that's going to be, somewhat fun. Not really, but I mean, it gives me a little bit of cash to, help with the move and everything, and not have to like dip into anything else really. Trying to think. Yeah, so I have a busy week. I think the only real days that I have to like help myself move is on Saturday, and I'll be working that day. But Saturday is like the only day before my move, or like in between that move point, that I really have to like do anything. I could possibly do Friday as well, but the problem with Friday is the day after my thing, and usually I don't feel good, or I can't like walk and shit like that. Like I feel really weak the day after, so I tend not to overexert myself on the day after the procedure. So yeah, that's going down. I have to hire a mover for that, so I'll be doing that on Tuesday. Like I said, getting everything all set to move probably by Wednesday, making sure that 95% of everything that I need moved is ready. Things like my computer desk and stuff I'll do that Saturday before, just because I'll probably be using it until then. So I'm trying to think too. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy. Let me give you another thing. So with my work, that's going so good. So I told you guys, I think I told you guys last month that I really didn't hit a commission check. I got like $76 or something like that, because I basically kind of flunked everything pretty much. This month I'm making $2,300 commission check for October. The difference, bro. So what does that mean? That means that instead of making a base salary of like not salary, but a base monthly of like $2,600 or so, I am now making $4,900 starting in October. So if I keep up this consistent trend, which I should, if not make more, because we have iPhone launch, and then after iPhone launch we have Galaxy launch in January. So we have nothing but specials, Christmases, holidays, all that stuff sprinkled in between. So I think that, you know, the next at least 6 months are going to hold me over really nicely. I'm talking about 3 to 4K commission checks, kind of like how it was back at Verizon. So, I mean, if that's the case, then cool. I'm super down for it. That's like this is like the only thing I wished for, and I'm finally getting there. I still have to wait 1 more month, obviously, to, you know, get good commission, but you know what? It's worth it, because after this move, I already am making over. And then once I finally get to October, it's gonna be it's game on. It's gonna be fun, you know, because I'll have so much money saved at that point that I won't need to worry. I won't really need to, like, literally that's me stacking, like, you know, almost it's me stacking almost 4 to 5K in the next, you know, month and a half. So no, I'm blessed to be in a situation now where, you know, I can finally do this stuff. I can get back on the track of investing and back into my crypto more. I'm still invested in crypto, but right now I'm waiting for this drop, since I know it's gonna happen. Labor Day's coming up on Monday, so the market's probably gonna go crazy on Tuesday. So I'm just waiting for the market to kind of get into position to where it's gonna be really beneficial to basically buy, you know, the big drops and stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, I'm at a point now where I think, like I said, come November or December, I might be ready to go ahead and post. And you're like, wait, I thought you said you were gonna do it once you're good, once you're set, once you're at like 100K. The thing is, remember how I told you guys, I think either the last video or the video before, remember how I told you guys that once I have about, I'd say 15 to 20K in my bank, that will be like the proof that I need to basically say, hey, I can now say that I can stack my money, and I can go ahead and do crazy shit with it. Like, you know, that would be the moment, or the showcase, the proof of concept that I am where I need to be to go ahead and start posting the videos, you know, because at that point I feel like it's nothing but up, unless I somehow make a egregious mistake or, you know, decision that just cost everything again, which I won't do, because again, like I said, feel like I've learned a lot of my lesson with all this stuff. And so to cut all the bullshit and stuff like that, it's just like, okay, I'm done. It's over. Okay. So yeah, that's essentially what's going on. It's just been, it's been surreal, because when you go from, trying to make $1,000 every month and basically like always having your car basically being called every single day, being like, when are you gonna pay for your car payment, or and being late almost about a month and telling them, hey, I'm going to pay it, I'm gonna pay it, and not having insurance, not having this, not having registration, not having that, not being able to like pay all this stuff or do anything with this stuff. It's just been crazy, because it's like not having a bank account, and they're gonna give me like a $300 bonus after like a month or so, because I like deposit money. So it's like now I'm on the up and up, and it's like this is all shit that could have been easily avoided. I feel, I don't know, I just feel like it's just interesting the parallel that you guys will see from when I started and was doing Uber and all the other bullshit, to now, where I feel much more mature, much more calm, more in a state where I'm like, okay, now if I wanted to, like after I move, if I wanted to go party or have a drink or do something fun, like I can do that. Here I could do that, but it's like, oh, but I gotta get home, and I don't know if they're gonna make dinner, or I don't know if they're gonna want help with something, or it's like living at home with your parents. It just feels, you might have some kind of sense of self, sense of individuality, but it's not. It's a false pretense of individuality. You don't actually have that. You can't bring a girl over. If you do, then it's still, it's weird. I would say that it's kind of similar to this situation, but it's, it's my own like little place or whatever. So that's all. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, like everything that I've learned, to kind of loop back, but like not really loop back. Like I'm learning so much more throughout this process than I probably ever would have if I took a different path. And will I become a millionaire still? Yes. Like I said, it's all about timing. It's all about investments. And as long as I have that, then I believe that there's nothing that's going to stand in the way of me trying to get rich again. And as long as I have an income that's steady and constant, I think that it's worthwhile. There might be a situation or a case in the future where I might be able to actually like hire animators and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want to do that immediately and then lose all my money again, but it might be nice to, finally have some sense of getting back to what I enjoy, manga, animation, and getting some of that stuff done, and just doing more writing, more of the stuff that my creative side. But in order to do that, I need to be able to also make sure that I have enough money to go ahead and do any of that at all. So yeah, so you guys will probably hear from me on the day that I move. I can't think of anything else that I can say. I don't really have too much going on aside from, I'm helping my sister with her podcast stuff. That's going good. We made the logo, we made the website, we're starting to, build up on the website. We just got part of the animation previs done. So there's a lot of moving parts here that are going nice. Like, I haven't even included the fact that I'd be making money with my sister. and her making her podcast in a month or so. I've been included the fact that I still have business relations with my boy Ryan, who's at MovieBot, and we're trying to also do something later this year, so like December time. So the fact that I'll have a little bit more money to invest where we need to invest, probably, you know, and I could probably just even be a millionaire just based off of that. You know, we make 10K a month or whatever, and I get, you know, some of those dividends or whatever. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like the possibilities are endless. You just have to basically be open to change course. And if you go to the wrong island, you know, and it doesn't work out, you don't find the girl of your dreams on there, just go ahead and, you know, turn around and go to a new island. And until there's an island that fits your needs and has everything that you want, has all the gold, the treasure, the women, whatever. It's a weird analogy, but still, keep trying things until you succeed, until you find something that works for you. Like me, maybe you'll fail a lot, and maybe you'll have to learn it the hard way, like the really hard way, like this. Like, put yourself through 4 or 5 years of just terrible trials and tribulations. But maybe you'll find it the easy way. Maybe you'll find a Shiba Inu and just fucking be rich just like that and not make any mistakes. Maybe you'll win the lottery. Who knows? But you'll hear me always in this series, no matter what. You'll hear me in the series not regretting. I mean, to some degree, you have to regret, right? You have to regret, oh, I wish I did this because I would have had this. But overall, I wouldn't regret the experiences that I've had after that. I will never regret that. There's always some kind of guilt or some kind of regret because you know what you should have done, right? You know that you should have gone ahead and been a little greedy for yourself and basically paid off your bills, paid off your loans. At the very least that. And I never did. So to some degree, you just regret being retarded or being stupid, right? You just regret being that. That's me. I regret being really, really, really dumb and high off of money at that point. But like I said, I don't regret the experiences. I feel like all these experiences have made me, and I feel like I was already well-rounded, but and that's just me being, you know, me. I feel like, you know, all those experiences taught me how to play the game and how to play it well. So that way, once I do have enough money, that I make myself, by the way, that I've made myself, and that's the most important thing. When you make the money and it's all to yourself and it's all good, no one helped you out with that. No one gave you a Shiba Inu coin and basically pumped it to the moon. Like, I'm now doing this all by myself. If I get into a certain coin or something like that, it's really just all by myself. Before, it was based off of a friend, and basically he helped me get into it and all that other bullshit. But now there's no miracle, like, hey, there's no nobody to point to basically say they're the reason for your success, you know? In this new chapter, this guy's the reason for my success, no one else. So, with that being said, I am going to go and do, damn, what the fuck? I'm gonna go and do some shopping. So, you guys take it easy, have a good one, and stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
So if you thought the video was good, please give it a like and share. It really helps. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see the rest of the story unfold. This project is so close to my heart, and your support keeps it going. Thanks so much. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time in the archives of a Shiba Millionaire.
Consistency of work. Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better. You do that over a period of time, not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and then you can get to where you want to go.